In a world racing forward, one man chose to go back. To unearth a forgotten way of life, hidden deep in the wilderness. What you are about to witness is not just the building of a home. It is the resurrection of ancient skills, a testament to the human spirit. He is crafting more than shelter, he is building a new reality. Every stone, laid with intention, becomes part of a grander vision. From the earth itself, the foundations of a sanctuary begin to rise. The forest provides the timber, each piece selected and shaped by hand. An intimate dialogue between man and material unfolds. With patience and precision, he prepares for the next phase of his creation. Wood and stone unite, as the structure's form is slowly unveiled. The process is slow, deliberate, a meditation in motion. Each element must fit perfectly, held together by gravity and skill. A humble dwelling emerges, in perfect harmony with its surroundings. He employs ancient techniques to build an arch, a symbol of strength and passage. The roof, a protective embrace, takes shape above the stone walls. The heartwood is exposed, revealing the raw beauty of the timber. Every piece is custom-fitted, a puzzle of craftsmanship and ingenuity. With immense effort, he raises the heavy beams that will support the roof. Using simple mechanics and sheer will, the impossible becomes possible. This is a return to the fundamentals, a life built with one's own hands. The structure grows, a collaboration between man, beast, and nature. The forest yields its resources, a sacrifice for the sake of creation. From large logs come smaller, more intricate pieces, each with a purpose. The roof is meticulously assembled, piece by piece, high above the ground. Bound by rope and resilience, the shelter becomes ever more secure. His loyal companion watches on as the finer details are crafted. Every cut is precise, every joint a testament to his growing expertise. Even the hearth, the future heart of the home, is given careful attention. A unique roofing technique begins, using hollowed logs as tiles. Together, they prepare the land, extending the homestead's reach. He mixes mortar from the earth, a primal building block. The ground is prepared for the next stage of this transformative project. Slowly, a solid floor of flagstone is laid, bringing permanence to the interior. He carries the forest's bounty inside, turning the house into a home. Even the stone is shaped, revealing the potential hidden within. The walls are sealed with earthen plaster, a natural insulation. The final stones are placed, completing the sturdy interior walls. The floor is painstakingly pieced together, a mosaic of natural stone. A sense of completion begins to settle over the small stone dwelling. Now, inside the sanctuary he has built, a new chapter of creation begins. The focus shifts to finer things, furnishings born from raw wood. In his rustic workshop, repetition and rhythm shape the pieces. With primal force, he splits the logs, preparing them for a delicate transformation. And with a gentle hand, he carves, giving the wood a new life and purpose. A window frame emerges, a portal between his handcrafted world and the wild. Modern tools meet ancient materials, accelerating the path to completion. He pauses, gazing out at the world he has both entered and created. The forest continues to provide the essential materials for his endeavor. Precision is key as he prepares to join the timber frame together. He drills into the stone foundation, preparing to anchor the wooden structure. The steady work of processing lumber continues under the open sky. Each swing of the axe is a step closer to realizing his vision. He carves joints with care, ensuring the frame will be strong and true. The final touches are applied, smoothing the rough edges into a finished piece. The wooden posts are set, a skeleton of wood rising from the stone base. With fire, he brings warmth and life to the nascent homestead. A fence is erected, defining the boundary between the wild and the tame. The careful construction of the fence continues, a line of order in the woods. The homestead is taking its final shape, a beacon of self-reliance. The finishing touch, a stone path to welcome visitors to this hidden world. The raw power of the axe transforms a log into usable timber. He stands before his creation, a man at peace with his world. Even the smallest things are repaired and repurposed, nothing is wasted here. He gathers grass from the hillside, another natural resource for his project. This grass will become insulation, a blanket of earth for his dwelling. With his faithful companions by his side, the work feels less like a chore. He digs deep into the earth, preparing the foundation for a new structure. Inside the earth's embrace, he surveys his progress, tired but determined. Weathered, moss-covered wood is reclaimed, given a second life. The framework for a subterranean shelter begins to take shape. The earth is moved once more, shaping the landscape to his will. The roof structure is carefully laid, beam by beam. A sturdy, rustic roof emerges from the collection of timbers. The underground hideaway is nearly complete, a hidden gem in the forest. He lays a waterproof barrier, a crucial step to protect his work. With the heat of a torch, he seals the barrier, ensuring a dry sanctuary below. The protective layer is extended over the entire roof structure. The flame bonds the material, creating an impenetrable shield against the elements. As smoke rises, the final stage of weatherproofing is complete. The shelter is now ready for its most transformative layer. He begins to cover the roof with the very earth from which it was born. A new project begins, a root cellar to store the fruits of his labor. He builds a stone wall, the foundation for this vital storage space. He pauses to reflect, planning the next steps in this complex construction. He digs into the mossy earth, preparing the ground with care. And now, the living roof is planted, sod by sod. The structure disappears back into the landscape, becoming one with the hill. He tends a small fire, a moment of warmth amidst the endless work. The fire is not just for warmth, but for shaping tools and materials. Old, weathered wood is split and given new purpose. He measures and marks, preparing to craft a door for his cellar. The rhythmic sound of the saw echoes as the door takes shape. A large, circular piece of wood is meticulously crafted. He carves with focus, his vision for the door becoming a reality. The frame for the cellar entrance is assembled inside the excavated pit. The round door is fitted, a unique entrance to the underground space. He carefully lowers the finished door into its frame. The fit is perfect, a testament to his careful measurements and skill. With the door installed, the earth-sheltered cellar is complete. The details of the door are perfected, each piece fitting snugly. classic, hand-forged hardware is installed, adding timeless character. He walks through the autumn forest, a quiet steward of this land. He returns to the hobbit-like home, now a seamless part of the hillside. The final stones are set, completing the entryway to this magical dwelling. A final polish makes the wooden door glow with warmth. He opens the door, revealing the dark, quiet sanctuary within. A few last adjustments ensure the door will stand the test of time. He brings plants to the homestead, adding life and color to the landscape. The stone path is extended, a welcoming gesture from the wilderness. The idyllic scene is complete, a perfect fusion of nature and craftsmanship. But the work is not over. A new, larger structure is envisioned. He uses his own body as leverage, a primal and effective technique. The process of shaping wood begins anew for a more ambitious project. He smooths the earthen walls, a tactile connection to his home. The land is cleared and leveled, preparing for a new foundation. He steps back to admire his work, a moment of quiet satisfaction. The intricate work on the roof structure continues, a complex wooden puzzle. The finished home stands as a monument to perseverance and vision. From every angle, it is a masterpiece of natural building. The next project, an outdoor kitchen, built with the same philosophy. A frame is built upon a foundation of mud and stone. The stone structure is coated in earthen plaster, sculpted by hand. An archway takes shape, echoing the design of his other creations. Meanwhile, his companion enjoys a moment of carefree bliss. The structure grows higher, stone by stone, layer by layer. He searches the earth, perhaps for the perfect stones for his project. He demonstrates the ancient art of making fire with flint and steel. He carries a heavy log, the backbone of a new structure. Deep in the earth, a wooden frame is erected for a winter shelter. Again, the flame is used to seal a waterproof membrane. The membrane is carefully cut and fitted to the structure. His companions rest, patiently observing the master at work. He carves a notch with an axe and chisel, a traditional joining technique. The work is powerful and rhythmic, shaping the dense wood. The fine-tuning is done with a hammer and chisel. The massive timber is carefully fitted into the growing frame. The wooden skeleton of the house begins to rise from the ground. Inside the frame, he continues to build, creating a sturdy and lasting home. Each piece is shaped and adjusted to ensure a perfect fit. He gathers old, forgotten lumber, seeing potential where others see decay. In his open-air workshop, he measures and plans his next cuts. Wooden pegs are hammered into place, a timeless fastening method. Inside the new structure, he shapes the internal supports. He joins the timbers with precision, creating a strong, interlocking frame. A long beam is maneuvered into place within the dark interior. The history of the wood is visible in its weathered, textured surface. He works on the roof, framing out what will become a living space. He clears the surrounding area, maintaining the tidiness of his homestead. He lays a floor of carefully selected stones inside the new house. The stone floor is pieced together like a natural, rustic mosaic. The work is meditative, requiring patience and an eye for detail. The floor is almost complete, bringing a sense of solidity to the home. Outside, the exterior of the structure is being finalized. Inside, the walls and ceiling are being fitted and finished. The cozy interior takes shape, a warm refuge from the wild. After long days of labor, a moment of rest inside his creation. The finished home is a stunning example of rustic, self-sufficient architecture. The final cleanup begins, putting the finishing touches on the homestead. His work is a dance of creation and order in the heart of the forest. Now, he turns his attention back to the interior, laying a cobblestone floor. He ventures into the dense forest to harvest the timber for his next project. Old, reclaimed wood is sawn by hand, preserving its character. He splits the wood into uniform pieces for the walls. A wall is constructed using the cordwood masonry technique. The gaps are filled with an earthen mortar, sealing the wall. The small, frame structure begins to take shape. Back at his workbench, he carves and shapes the components for the roof. The roof beams are meticulously fitted together. The timber framing is perfected with a handsaw. The small shelter stands complete, another testament to his skill. He surveys a new plot of land, his mind already on the next build. A large stone is set, the cornerstone of a new foundation. The timber frame for a larger house is assembled with hammer and nail. He moves the heavy beams into place, the house slowly taking form. Dry hay is fluffed and prepared to be used as natural insulation. The foundation is raised off the ground on stone pilings. He places the first floor joist, a significant step in the construction. Inside, he begins the painstaking work of building a brick fireplace. Finally, he climbs to the roof to install the chimney, completing his home. As winter approaches, the wood stove becomes the warm heart of the cabin. The work moves indoors, focusing on the intricate joinery of the cabin's interior. Through the heavy snow, he carries firewood, a vital daily ritual. Inside his workshop, he lays out the pieces for his next creation, furniture. With chisel and mallet, he carves the joints for a wooden chair. The axe is used for rough shaping, removing excess wood with powerful cuts. His workshop is a hive of activity, a sanctuary of creation. The pieces of the chair are carefully fitted together, a puzzle of wood. The saw sings as he cuts the components to their final dimensions. The chair is assembled with strength and precision, built to last a lifetime. He uses a draw knife to smooth and shape the legs of the chair. A hand plane gives the wood a silky smooth finish. He marks his design, a final guide before the finishing touches. Sandpaper smooths away any final imperfections. The finished chair is a work of art, both functional and beautiful. The final assembly takes place, bringing all the crafted pieces together. He installs shelving, adding storage and utility to the small cabin. Firewood is stacked neatly by the window, a comforting sight against the cold. The view from within, a rustic ceiling, a window to the sky. The loft is filled with wood, ensuring a warm and comfortable winter. From a hole in the roof, a sliver of light illuminates a rustic, hidden space. Inside the cozy dwelling, man and dog share the warmth of the hearth. A new wall is constructed, insulated with moss, a breathable and natural material. High on a scaffold, a massive beam is secured into the frame of a new building. With a mighty adze, he hews a log, shaping it with an ancient tool. He kneels to his work, securing the foundation of the structure. A specialized tool is used to tighten the joints of the timber frame. He lifts another heavy beam, his strength a match for the task. He inspects the intricate roof structure, ensuring its integrity. Straw is packed between the studs, providing excellent insulation. The cabin's frame is a complex web of interlocking timbers. He begins to lay the sheathing for the roof, enclosing the space. The roof is taking shape, a crucial element of the shelter. More boards are added, the roof nearing completion. The entire roof is covered in a thick layer of straw insulation. The straw is spread evenly, creating a uniform blanket of warmth. A waterproof membrane is laid over the straw, the final protective layer. His canine supervisor keeps a watchful eye from atop the roof. The seams are sealed, ensuring the cabin will be dry and cozy. The finished framed cabin stands proudly in the forest clearing. He begins the process of building another unique, rounded structure. The finished home, with its curved roof, looks like something from a fairy tale. He unrolls a modern roofing material, a concession to practicality. High atop a ladder, he continues to build the roof's wooden frame. Inside the structure, light streams through the unfinished walls. He restores an old, ornate window frame, breathing new life into it. He uses a drill to assemble the delicate pieces of the window. A protective coat of stain is applied, highlighting the wood's grain. He carefully fits the glass panes into the restored frame. He covers the roof with sod, creating a living, breathing shelter. The entire structure is blanketed in a layer of grass and earth. He sits atop his creation, meticulously placing each piece of sod. The living roof is tucked in neatly around the edges. The area around the window is also filled in with natural material. The beautiful, reclaimed window is carefully installed into the wall. The final touches are made to the structure's exterior. The finished home is a breathtaking work of natural art and architecture. Inside, the space is illuminated by the light from the ornate window. The interior is prepared for flooring and furnishings. The work continues inside, crafting the details that make it a home. In the dark, moody interior of a cabin, a central pillar is being carved. Out in the sun, he carries a heavy plank, the next piece of the puzzle. He works on a spiral staircase, a complex and beautiful feature. In the attic, he frames a window, opening the space to light and air. The nearly finished home has a thatched roof and a welcoming porch. He installs the front door, the final barrier between inside and out. A railing is added to the porch, a small detail that completes the look. The sound of the hammer echoes as he secures the siding. He attaches weathered, painted boards, adding a touch of color and history. He prepares a massive beam, the lintel for a new doorway or window. As the seasons change, he carries materials through a stark, winter forest. He digs a new foundation, preparing to build a brick oven or furnace. He dismantles an old stove, salvaging the parts for his new creation. The salvaged metal is cleaned and prepared for its new role. He begins to build the brick structure that will house the stove. The brickwork rises, precise and solid, round the metal core. He plasters the exterior, sealing the bricks with a layer of mortar. The plaster is smoothed, giving the oven a clean, finished look. A layer of modern insulation is added to retain the heat. The project is nearly complete, a powerful new heart for the home. In the dim light of the cabin, he makes the final adjustments to his new stove. The intricate brickwork is a testament to his patience and growing masonry skills. He carries a heavy log, a reminder that in this life, the work is never truly done. A very special thank you to the owner of the Bogdan in the forest for creating this wonderful video and allowing me to comment. If you enjoyed this narrative, please visit and support their channel at the link in the description below.